All right, so Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Once again, you're now tuned into another True Disciples of Christ Bible study. Kahan Tazadaq, General Yashibin. Daryl should be logging on in a few minutes. I'm not sure what's going on with Taurus, Yahya, and David. Squared. I'm not sure what's going on with you. Anyway, so we're gonna talk tonight about a very, very relevant topic. And the topic is actually about stilettos, the devil's high heels that so many women use as a form of seduction and deny it. So tonight, what you're going to learn, even if you pretend not to know this, most of you already know this, you're going to learn that the primary reason that women wear heels is to seduce men. It's for seduction. It's been proven that women that wear heels, it exaggerates the switch in their hips. In other words, heels was actually primarily designed so women could shake their asses more. I'm not being vulgar, but that's what you call their backside, right? So that's the primary reason. So only women that you wear these things, these stilettos, and you pretend that you're unaware, and some of you'll lie and say, no, that's not the reason that I'm wearing it, and so on and so forth. You say they're cute, but the truth of the matter is those are devices of Satan. These stilettos, these high heels, these pumps, those are devices of Satan. And I want to ask all of you women under the sounds of my voice right now, when you put on stilettos, when you put on heels, are you doing that for the glory of Yahawah? Why Yahweh Shah? Are you doing that for the glory of what you refer to as God in Christ? That's rhetorical. I don't want you to answer it because I already know the answer. There's no in the hell you're doing that. In this hell, are you doing that for the Most High and His Son? So if it's not done, because the scriptures say what? Everything that you do it for the glory of the Most High. Wait a second there. Now, let me say this. Tonight is the Most High Shabbat, right? Let me make this clear, because a lot of you really don't understand the scriptures. I don't know who's teaching you, but let me make this clear. The Most High is not working with you if you're cooking on His Shabbat, if you're buying and selling on His Shabbat, if you're house cleaning on His Shabbat. The Most High is not dealing with you, and He's not hearing your prayers, because the scriptures are very clear on that. You can take it as a joke if you want to. If things are going bad in your life, this is one of the reasons that it's going bad, is because the Most High is not working with you if you're working, cooking, buying, selling on His Shabbat. He said that the Shabbat is Kadash, meaning holy. Neither shall there be any servile work on His Shabbat. You got people out doing all kind of things right now when they all should be right hand. You're desecrating the Most High Shabbat. And you're taking and say, well, I'm going to just do this. The Lord, I understand. God, no, He won't. No, He doesn't. He's going to punish you. Don't you know one of the punishments for breaking the Shabbat in the scriptures is death? Do you comprehend that? That this is not a game? That's not my subject matter, but you're not to be working. You're not, and I put that to several videos in this. Not to be working. You're not to be buying. You're not to be selling. This is not the time for you to go clean. You're not supposed to be doing that. Because you're desecrating his Shabbat. The day is supposed to be holy. And to all of you, and a lot of you women, my husband, he ain't teaching you a damn thing. He's not teaching you nothing because he doesn't know the scriptures. The day is supposed to be set apart. What you're supposed to be doing is studying scriptures, congregating with your brethren and sisters, coming together, trying to be a one mind. But the working, the cleaning, the cooking, all of that is off, man. Stop desecrating the Most High Shabbat. So with that being stated, I'm going to get into the subject matter here, right? Stilettos. I'm still waiting for Daryl. David Squared, where are you? David, you called me today, but now, by the way, to those of you, whenever we go out, we're supposed to be dressed like this. If you don't have fringes with a border blue, you're supposed to have on these zeets so Israelites can recognize who you are. You're supposed to have on these zeets, right? You can't make them any color that you want. So everything in the scriptures, man, is done for a reason. This identifies who you are in accordance with Numbers 15:38. So it's a sin. I'm going to tell you now, man. It's a sin to be cleaning on the Most High Shabbat. It's a sin. It's a sin to be working, buying, selling. Unless it constitutes an emergency. You understand? Because, I'm talking to people. Oh, I'm cleaning. I'm doing this. And the Most High is going to deal with you, man. He's already dealing with some of you. This is why you're in the conditions that you're in. You run into the store. Sunset on this side. If you're on the East Coast, you know you're off. Because the sun set a long time ago. But you violating the Yahawah Shabbat. He's going to deal with you for that, man. He's going to deal with you for that. So we're going to go into, as soon as I get a reader in the room, we're going to go into these stilettos. Because we have a lot of women out there, when they're so-called dressing up, they like to wear stilettos, like to wear heels, right? It insinuates your walk, make you switch more, make you appear sexier. My question is, how is any of this for the glory of Yahawah? How is it that you're wearing pumps? It's for the glory of Yahawah. Give me 1 second. So I can't cry. Yeah, shalom, dear.
Shalom, shalom.
Give me 1 second, man. So we're going to talk about these stilettos and pumps. Let's just check on something. want to say this also, man. A lot of you women, no one, no, you don't like to be told a damn thing, right? You swear, Daryl, you got some background noise. You swear that you're right. You don't like to be told a damn thing, right? And I mean, like, last night, Clean, he was speaking. I couldn't keep the video up. It's like a lot of profanity and all, but he's speaking a lot of truth, man. And though he might have been rude in speech, yet not in knowledge. Like a lot of the things that he was saying was factual, but a lot of women don't want to receive that, man. What I'm seeing, man, in this world right here, man, you got women, they go out, have children. You don't even know how to raise a damn child. And stuff like that incenses me. I'm the kind of dude that'd be like, well, damn, what the hell I need you for? You know what I mean? You for your box, your kitty box? Are you serious? That comes like, I don't know, man. Like the when. So you got to bring a little more than that, man. I'm telling all you good tools out here, man. If you're selecting a wife, the first thing I'm going to tell you is don't get married in this system. If you're selecting a wife, man, choose wisely. Choose wisely. Pay particular attention to who you decide to get involved with. Don't be quick to jump in bed with these women, man. Because now you got an obligation after you do if you live in accordance with the scriptures. But what I'm learning is most of you are wicked anyways, man. Most of you, your word don't mean nothing. And I detest the person when their word don't mean nothing. Your word, you say something, you give your word, then you go against your word. So, I mean, it's a cold world, man. I sleep with a Sherwin in my bed, Daryl. Even when it's 100 degrees out, I sleep with a Sherwin in my bed because the world is so cold. People come across as fake. They say that they will, but when you pay attention for a minute, man, they fake. Most people are not what they pretend to be. It's all an act. I go in that the hard way. Look at all these people that have been around us, General Yashabim. How many's left? Fake. They all wanted something. Hand out. Can I have some? Give me this. Give me that. It's a cold world, man. So let's go into these stilettos, man. A lot of you women out there, you wear stilettos. You like to justify it as to why you wear the stilettos. Oh yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not doing it for that reason. We're going to see tonight. What does the Heavenly Father say about you wearing it? What does the Heavenly Father say about you wearing it? David, where you at? Hopefully this brother's not out there, man, and getting a little taste. Get a man a taste, Daryl, and he's gone. All right, man, we're going to go into this. Let me try and call David real quick, man. Nobody's feeling this tonight. Their mind's on something else. I'm here. David's typical response, I am here.
Tazadaq.
It can be referred to as that. David, we're in a Bible study. Where art thou?
I will be so honest completely. Thank you.
Okay, I sent you a link. All right. So yeah, let's go into this here. We're going to talk about these stilettos. And are you walking with high shaitan? Are you walking in your high heels, your stilettos with high Satan? According to scriptures. Okay. Are you walking like the serpent? Are you walking like high Satan? In the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, pride of life. Reflect on this scripture right here. This will sum it all up. Whatsoever ye do, do all to the glory of Yahawah. 1 Corinthians 10 and 31. Whatsoever you do, do it for the glory of Yahawah. Why Yahawah Shah? Thought I heard someone else just come in. Yasha Beam's having a connection issue there. So, my question, just add water. Everyone else out there that might own some stilettos, when you wear them, are you wearing them for the glory of Yahawah? Why Yahawah Shah? That's the only question. That's the only thing that's irrelevant. When you out there in your pumps and your tight skirt or your tight jeans, are you doing that for the glory of Yahawah? Why Yahawah Shah? If you're not, you're sinning. You're sinning. 1 Corinthians 10 and 31 again. Whatsoever ye do, do all to the glory of Yahawah. Are you worshiping the goddesses, the Queen of Heaven, Ashtoreth, Semiramis, or are you worshiping the true Elohim? See, many of our sisters willingly bear unnecessary burden of conformity to worldly dress. You dress like the woman in my head. See, she got on stilettos, pumps. And you'll be uncomfortable. You understand what I'm talking about, Daryl? They will be uncomfortable for a certain worldly look. They want to look sexy. You ever hear women, Daryl, that had on these damn pumps and stilettos? Say, damn, I'll be glad when I get home, my feet hurt. How strange must you be? You're going through pain. You're getting your foot, and I'm going to tell you something, that damages your foot because that's not natural. That damages the bones in your feet. So many of you sisters, you willingly bear unnecessary burdens of conformity to this worldly dress, attempting to follow the fashions. Their burdens are greatly increased, yet they willingly bear the yoke. Because what? They worship this world, the world of fashion. High heels. I'm going to tell all you women in the sounds of my voice right now, if you want to be righteous, throw them away. And you know, Daryl, those things, those stilettos, they cost a pretty penny. They're not cheap. You realize that?
Yeah, few weeks' salary for some of these women.
Yeah, they're not cheap, man. And, you know, you're walking away of the serpent. Your damn stilettos is helping you walk right into hell. Okay, question. How can you wear Satan's high heels and fulfill the verse below? 1 Corinthians 10 and 31 again. I want you to hear me, sisters. I want you to hear me, women. Whether, therefore, you eat or drink or whatsoever ye do all to the glory of Yahawah. Let me ask you sisters a question. When you put on your stilettos, your tight dress, tight jeans, are you doing that for the most? Are you really trying to impress Christ? What do you think Christ's gonna say? Damn, sis, you look right. Oh, your ass is gonna burn. You could repent or you're gonna burn. You're gonna find out hell is real. Because right now you straddling the fence. Many of you, if you're lukewarm, you're gonna be spurred out of the mouth. We'll read it again. 1 Corinthians 10 and 31. Whatsoever ye do all to the glory of Yahawah. Whose high heels giving glory to? Just add water. You want to see him full Daryl? Just add water. Just put some water on the floor. You see him slip down. Some of them can only walk in it. They all damn wobbly. See, high heels give the glory to yourself, to your legs, to your thighs, to your ass. Because the way that they're designed when you walk, they put an exaggerated shake in your hips and your buttocks. Now, what does the secular world say about high heels? High heels has a sexy, stylish look. This is what the secular world say. And I'm quoting them, right? High heels has a sexy, stylish look that makes women more confident, cute, and men adore them. End of quote. So first of all, they're wearing it to promote sex. What did Hamashiach say, Daryl? If a man look upon a woman in lust, he's already committed adultery in the heart. So are these women not guilty of provoking these men to commit adultery, Daryl? Talk back to me.
Con. Yeah, they're strictly doing it for themselves, for their own glory.
It said high heels make you look beautiful and confident with a beautiful high heels. This is quoted from a magazine, April 2nd, 2012. Definition of modesty. Does any of these see this? This is witchcraft. See this makeup? This is witchcraft, man. Look at that. This is witchcraft, man. You see how they look without it? You see how different they look? It looks like it changed the configuration of her face. You see that, Daryl?
Gone.
You see how she look over here and how it brings in the shape of her nose even more? Over here, she's hiding stuff over here. She's like one of them satanic worshipers. You see what made them look different? This is witchcraft, man. She looks more like a dude over here. The one on the bottom left, she looks more like a dude right there. See, the Bible teaches modesty in dress. In like manner, also that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel. Are stilettos modest? Hell no. They make you shake your rump. Adorn themselves in modest apparel. So this forbids the display in dress and gaudy colors, profane ornament, any device designed to attract attention to the wearer or to excite admiration is excluded from modest apparel, which Yahawah's word enjoins. Understand that. So you go, you say, I want to look sexy. Guess what? You're going against the Most High. That thing's going against the Most High, man. The Stilettos help you move in an S movement. I look so sexy. What does the word sexy mean? What does sexy mean? You look really sexy. Okay. Sexy is marked by or tending to arouse sexual desires. She's provoking that man to lust. Or entrance, feeling sexy, sexy clothing, sexy poses, a sexy book, sexy joke, exciting sexual drive. When someone is sexy, you're exciting sexual desires in the opposite sex. Yet, this is what we see happening. We see this happening all of the time. Many of these professed Israelites and Christians, they dress, they talk, and they act like the world. Am I lying there? You see people saying that Israel, they worldly as hell. And the only thing by which they may be known is their profession. Though they profess to be looking for Christ, their conversation is not in heaven, but on worldly things. You know anyone about like that, Darren? You're damn right. We all do. We all do.
I was going to say, of course.
High heels became a global ticker of sex appeal. I'm going to read that again. Quote, high heels became a global ticker of sex appeal that lasts through at the present time. All about women's stilettos. So high heels, stilettos is for sex appeal. That's what hookers usually wear, right? Does this remind you of a Christian woman, Darren? Of an Israelite woman waiting on Yahawah when you see this? Does this woman like she's waiting on Yahawah?
Not at all.
Looks like she's waiting for every swinging joint.
Maybe going to church on Sunday.
All about women's stilettos. The stilettos became a global ticker of sex appeal that lasts through at the end and at the present time. Females now wear stilettos to highlight their desires, their bust, and their butts, and to add a touch of feminine flirtation towards the everyday outfit of jeans and tees. So she's tempting you. To me, it's right there. All about women's stilettos. As boosts and booties raise in popularity this season, trendy and cute stilettos boosts have already been featured by numerous and the leading designers such as, you see them all on the screen, and even more than that. So a lot of elite designers are using these things. Stiletto heels appear to stretch out the woman's legs and reduce the size with the foot, although simultaneously showcasing women's bust and buttocks. And needless to say, at an height, what is not to love. Can you read right there for a minute, there? What is not to love?
Alexander Wang's Dree Fringe Stilettos supplies a taste of what's in for chic stiletto booties. The Dree Fringe functions back zip closure, fringe accent, a 5-inch stiletto heel, plus a peep toe for a sleek contemporary and flirty look that is positive to impress your fashionista pals.
See that? See that? And the woman, she'll lie and tell you, no, dear, that's not where I wear it. You're a damn lie. You're a damn lie. And you know what I hate? One of these tall, overgrown damn Samoan women. I mean, they're like a damn Samoan and damn stilettos. You're already 6 feet. And you put on damn stilettos. The hell are you looking for? Andre the Giant?
Again, with stiletto heels, pumps showcase the natural beauty of the body by producing an angle for you to walk on that accentuates your bust and butt while simultaneously elongating your leg and seeming to lower the actual size of one's foot. Another portrayal of like looking like something that you're not. You 4'11", you put on a pair of 10-inch stilettos, you done just practically added another foot to your stature. Just like the makeup that you wear.
Yep. Made up. Fake.
Although pumps may possibly not be one of the most comfy shoes, they undoubtedly are classic and appeal to those with a taste for the basic yet chic.
Mm-hmm. So they'll wear it. Their feet be hurting. Can't hardly walk.
Fashion is deteriorating the intellect and eating out the spirituality of our people. Obedience to fashion is pervading our Seventh-day Adventist churches and is doing more than any other power to separate our people from the Most High. It is an obedience to fashion because a lot of women will get up and start their day with no exercise, no thinking about planning their day, but they'll go straight to the mirror to put on that facade.
Yep.
The line of demarcation between those who serve Yahawah and those who serve him not is ever to remain distinct. The difference between believers and unbelievers should be as great as the difference between light and darkness. When the Most High's people take the position that they are the temple of the Holy Ghost, Christ himself abiding within, they will so clearly reveal him in spirit, words, and actions that there will be an unmistakable distinction between them and Satan's followers. To me personally, the Most High made you the way that you are And if you're not happy with that, then you're not happy with yourself. So no matter how you try to tell yourself how much you love yourself, if you're putting on this fake facade, the makeup, the fancy clothes, and the stiletto shoes, then that's telling you right there, you're not happy with the gift you was already given. The effect of dress on morals. The love of dress endangers the morals and makes women the opposite of the Christian lady, characterized by modesty and sobriety. Showy, extravagant dress too often encourages lust in the heart of the wearer and awakens base passions in the heart of the beholder.
Oh, that's on a daily basis, man.
Yahawah sees that the ruin of the character is frequently perceived by the indulgence of pride and vanity in dress. He sees that the costly apparel stifles the desire to do good.
There's none that's righteous, no, not one.
Counsel for the woman of Yahawah's church. Do not, my sisters, trifle longer with your own souls with the Most High. I have been shown that the main cause of your backsliding is your love of dress. This leads to the neglect of grave responsibilities, and you find yourself with scarcely a spark of the love of Yah in your hearts. Without delay, renounce the cause of your backsliding, because it is sin against your own soul and against Yah. Be not hardened by the deceitfulness of sin.
They don't care about that, man. And here's the scripture again, man. 1 Corinthians 10 and 31. 1 Corinthians 10 and 31.
Whatsoever ye do, do all to the glory of Yahawah.
If everything is supposed to be the glory of Yahawah, so you telling me wearing pumps and all that's for the glory of Yahawah? How do you justify that? You can't. You can't.
Satan's work is to lead men to ignore Yahawah, to so engross and absorb the mind that the Father will not be in their thoughts. Satan does not wish the people to have a knowledge of the Father, the Supreme Elohim. And if he can, confuse the senses of the young, that human beings will perish in darkness while light shines all about them. He is well pleased.
You know what I hate, Daryl? There's been a couple women, man. When I read them 1 Corinthians 10, Salakia, 1 Corinthians 2 and 9, I say, what is modest apparel? I said, go and look it up in the damn dictionary, since you want to play stupid. I'm going to put a skirt on, man, and you can see every contour of the body. And then ask me, is it modest? Yeah. Yeah, all right.
That's that cultural conditioning Not a few of our people are backsliding. They are imitating the fashions of the world.
Because they're worldly.
Their spirituality is dying. Step by step, they are approaching world loving. Selfishness and pride are taking possession of them, and the love of Yahawah finds little room in their hearts. Some who were once zealous reformers are now indifferent. Sisters who were once plain in dress are now conforming to fashion.
That's right.
Yahawah expects his commandment, keeping people to be distant from worldlings. Salakia, keeping people to be distinct from worldlings. But in many instances, the line of demarcation is hardly discernible.
Yeah, man. Right, it's upset a lot of Eves there. It's about every Eve that you never got a pair of stilettos.
All that money down the drain. As I have seen,
hard for them to let them go, man, because they're fixed to the world. You know what I mean? If you worldly, man, you trying to let something go, man, that's hard, man.
as I have seen those of our faith becoming worldly, my heart has been saddened. Some of those who profess to believe that they have the last message of mercy to give to the world follow the fashions as far as they think their profession of faith will allow them to do. And their influence leads others astray. Their lack of Christ-likeness is apparent to all. Slack it.
Take the pumps off, man. Take the high heels off.
God, forgive me. I missed that last section. Trying to get these glasses right. Many of the mother's burdens are the result of her effort to keep pace with the fashions of the day. Terrible is the effect of these fashions on the physical, mental, and moral health. Lacking the courage to stand firm for the right, women allow the current of popular feeling to draw them on in its wake. Much precious time is devoted to needless stitching and ruffling to add to the outward adorning. Children are robbed of the time that should be devoted to gaining for them the beauty of holiness, the inward adorning, which in the sight of the Father is of great price.
The inward adorning, the inner man, the inner woman.
In order to follow fashion, many of our youth incur expenses that are out of proportion to their condition in life. Children of poor parents endeavor to dress as they do those who are wealthy. Parents tax their purses and their God-given and their Most High given rights, Most High given time and strength in making and remodeling clothing to satisfy their children's vanity. If our sisters who have an abundance of means would regulate their expenditures by their responsibilities to the Most High as wise stewards of the means entrusted to them, their example would do much to stay this evil now existing among us. Souls whom they might have helped by letting their light shine in good works are strengthened in unbelief by their inconsistent course.
Can't be slaves to fashion, but they really are.
Mothers cannot be slaves to fashion and at the same time exert a sanctifying influence in the home. Too often, professedly, Israelites abide Christian mothers sacrifice principle to their desire to follow the multitude who make fashion their God. Conscious protest but they are not brave enough to take a decided stand against the wrong.
The devil was Potter with some stilettos. See the damage that does to your feet?
Wow. Said more bad news for high heel wearers. New 3D scans show exactly how much damage they inflict on your feet. That doesn't look like the position that the Most High gave to the feet of man and women.
Very uncomfortable, man. Very uncomfortable, does a lot of damage.
Just when you thought it was safe to wear high heels, new research has revealed the extent of the damage they can inflict on unsuspecting wearers. High heels aren't the cause of bunions. A series of 3D scans released this week show that the foot deformity caused by wearing high heels is actually much more complicated than first thought. It's the first time doctors have been able to properly investigate exactly how the foot behaves when contorted into a pair of high heels. And unfortunately, the news isn't good. With high heels, the toes are squashed inside the shoe. And Andy Goldberg, a foot and ankle specialist, the more stiletto shape they are, the worse it is.
Damn.
The toes not only get squashed, but they become clawed too.
See that? Get a claw choke. There they go.
Many of our sisters willing to bear the unnecessary burden of conformity to worldly dress. Attempting to follow the fashions, their burdens are greatly increased. Yet they willingly bear the yoke because they worship the goddess of fashion.
That's your God, man. So, I mean, there it is, man. If you're wearing them, walking around in pumps, think you're serving the Most High, I hate telling you, you're not. You're doing what you want to do. You're not serving the Most High. You're serving the God of this world, which is High Shaitan. Coming from a lower level of vibration, this is why you put that stuff on anyways. Because you don't think you have the capacity to get a man here. So you really use a cheap principle to get the man. Then you switch it up on him. Oh boy, he's correct, David. Oh boy. Oh boy. Then he put it
On that medical,
on that, oh boy. Then he put it there. Oh boy. Man.
I mean, they talk about. I just saw something about the feet binding that they do in Asia, and you have the Western women all up in. I mean, they were just hot as can be, you know, about this being some type of man-made thing that they want them to conform to. And the women over here, we just read it. that they squash their toes up and deform their feet in those stiletto shoes. So there's really no difference in the cultures.
Terrence James, what do you have to say about all this, brother? I'm gonna post a link in the room, man. Taurus. Yahawah Bay, anyone gotta say anything? You come in the room and speak on it now. Question is, does your wife wear stilettos? And will she continue to do so after this video? I would advise you to think before you speak. Otherwise, she might leave a damn permanent stiletto imprint on your damn face. And he start talking down, catch him right in the middle of his speech, man. Just shut him up.
Yeah, those things look like they hurt too. Somebody hit you with one.
So what is it, folks? Anyone got anything? No one got anything? Hey, man, I'm going to shut this down, man. So, so on the Shabbat, man, 10:38. Shit was on the slab, man. So that's what it is, man.
Yeah, you mentioned before that you know you could find that you can find some of the artists that you have on your playlist online.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to, you know, I do my best to show my daughters and, you know, my wife that, you know, we don't need anything that they have. They come to us for everything. You know, our women, they set the standard, and you know the rest of the world follows. And you know when our daughters and wives, you know, get to such a low point that they'll just do anything for attention. The rest of the world follows right along.
Anything.
So those other,
the world will follow right along.
Those other nations can't complain because they look at our women, you know, with astonishment, and then the first thing they want to do is put their hands in their hair. Still daylight out here. I'm still waiting for the sun to go down. Yeah, I guess you called it, Con. You know, everybody's out partying. Con, I had a precept. Maybe he stepped away. I had a precept, Joshua 24:15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Most High, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Most High. This pretty much sums up for my family, you know, talking about dress and apparel. My daughters are learning what not to wear, what is appropriate according to the scriptures, and that's all we need. I would hope, you know, as they grow older, you know, that they have enough understanding that they don't have to be worried about being influenced by you know, this society. So I try to instill in them that they don't need it, because it doesn't serve them any good at all. Everything that the world is conforming to today, it makes I mean, if you look at it, it makes no sense. It's just like everything is totally upside down. And we've all been brought up to think that you know, oh well, that's how it is. But when you start to understand the scriptures, then that's giving you the understanding that you already had. Like when you do something and you know you shouldn't have did it, that understanding was already there. But then the scriptures just brings it out to you. And then you understand, oh, okay, I don't really need to follow that. You still there? I don't have YouTube on, so I don't know if we're on YouTube or not. Oh, you know, also, it's been proven that those stilettos or any high heels over a long period of time, they're bad on women's knees. So you guys are damaging your knees also when you wear those particular type of shoes. Con, are you still on YouTube? I don't have YouTube pulled up.
Yeah, I'm still there. I see David there. I don't, and David's over there saying something. For the most part, I guess they're not really, they don't really have nothing else to say, man. You go ahead and shut it down, but yeah, it's still on YouTube. Just quiet. David, you're awfully quiet tonight. Don't have a lot to say, huh, David? I mean, that's what it is, man. So I mean,
I guess everybody getting ready for class tomorrow. That's what it is. Getting ready for the Sabbath.
David, I know you hear me, man. I know you're out there in the background, David. Quiet as a church mouse. So that's what it is, man. I guess they're sleepy or whatever, Daryl. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down, man. And look, David. He must have had a little taste, man. David's not saying anything.
So I appreciate the word.
Yeah, no doubt. What he put there? Something is going on in the background. So just chill for a minute. David said something's going on in the background, so let's chill for a minute. Yeah, I bet. There's a lot going on, David. All right, man, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down, man. I'm going to say shalom to everyone. Everyone be safe. Stay on your regular height level and stay out of them damn stilettos.
Shalom.
Shalom.